In today's episode, we're going to be talking about circling approaches and the risks because the NTSB, which is the National Transport Safety Board, just released a special alert about these circling approaches. Now, interestingly, the reason why they did this is between 2008 and 2023, there have been 10 accidents involving Part 91 and Part 135 aircraft during a circling approach. Now, we've covered this here on BizJet TV, and you'll see the video at the end about the Learjet that crashed in San Diego, and it was a circling to land, and I did mention this, and I have been mentioning this. This is quite a tricky maneuver. So in the safety alert, which is here, as you can see, the circling approach, know the risks. Interesting document. If you are a pilot, you want to download this and have a read. Basically what it's saying, it's talking about the risks. So before we go into that, let me just explain for those of you who don't know what a circling approach is. You're coming, as you can see from the diagram, you're coming into a certain runway, and because of the wind, the other runway is in use. So you come in, you fly your instrument approach into one runway, you stop at a circling minima, which is usually between 500 to 700 feet above ground level, and then you either shoot off 45 degrees to the left or the right, depending on what the, on the terrain around the airport, and then you fly like a downwind leg, parallel to the runway, and then you come in and you land. Now, it's very important when you do this because you are at low altitude and low speed. You have to be very careful, and that's why I always recommend keeping the autopilot on and using your automatics. If there's two of you, the one that flying the approach will brief the other one. You have to have a system, a way to do this. Now, I used to do this on the Boeing 737-800. We used to do it all the time. I used to fly one or two approaches like this nearly every month, and we would practice it in the simulator every 6 months. So we're very, very proficient at doing this with 189 passengers on board in the 737. Even in bad weather, we've done it many, many times. So it can be done. It's dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. It's dangerous if you don't have a plan, and it's dangerous if you don't follow through the plan and you don't brief each other. But you may be flying single pilot, so you still have to have a system in place, and I would still brief yourself, and I would do it out loud, just so it's clear in your mind exactly what you're going to be doing. And I'd even plan that before you even get in the airplane. You're going to the other airport, you're probably going to have to do a circle to land, so you want to plan how you're going to do that, what speed you're going to fly, what altitude you're going to fly, etc., and the timing, and all that kind of thing. So have that procedure in place before you go. But I would certainly say, those of you that do a lot of flying, those of you that are pilot owners, I would certainly practice this maneuver with your instructor in the simulator. Be proficient at this, because it has killed a lot of people over the last, as I said, from 2008 to 2023. There's been 10 accidents, 17 people dead, and this could have been avoided if these pilots had the training. The other thing is, if you're performing this maneuver at night, it's trickier. If it's night and bad weather, it's tricky. So you just have to be very, very careful. And remember, diverting to another airport is always something that you can do. And don't think that's going to affect your ego or whatever, or you're a bad pilot because you had to divert. Safety is always first. That's really, really important. As they say, it's always best to be on the ground wanting to be in the air than being in the air wanting to be on the ground. So, if the weather is bad, make sure you either have a procedure to do a circle to land and it's safe to do it, and you know how to do it, or just divert. So that's my recommendation on there. Now, my new book is out, The Quantum Economy. So I please encourage you to get a copy. What is the book about? There's a lot of private aviation in this book. It's about the future. It's about emerging markets. It's about different geographies around the world. And if you want to stay on the cutting edge and ahead of the game, how a private jet is really going to help you to grow your business. There's stories of a number of entrepreneurs in here that built their businesses using private jets. There's lots of data on private jet ownership, on the different types of ownership, on chartering, from leasing to owning to refurbishing jets. And also, the emerging economies, where to go. Did you know that 90%, for example, of aircraft accidents happen in third world countries? We talk about it here in the Quantum Economy. As you can see, it's not a very big book. You could probably read this in a few hours. It's only got 170 plus pages. So it's a quick read. You can get it on amazon.co.uk, amazon.com in the United States, Barnes & Noble as well. If you just Google The Quantum Economy by myself, and I'll put some links below, you'll be able to get a copy. There you go. It's Quantum Economy, How to Exponentially Dominate and Disrupt by Increasing Your Speed to Succeed. That's what this book is really all about. Now, there's over 18,000 of you here as fans of BizJet TV. So let's get this book to #1 on Amazon. So I need your help to do that. And check out this other video they did about this Lear 35 crash in San Diego, and that happened because of a circle to land. You can learn more about exactly how this airplane crashed and what could have been done to avoid it. And that's all from Fabrizio Poli here on BizJet TV, and I'll see you on the next one.